Greetings, everyone. Scott Harris for Media One Sports Television as we continue because the stage is set for more Western Mass High School athletics. And this afternoon, East Longmeadow, Massachusetts is the site for Lady Spartans girls soccer, second game of the season as they play host to the Ludlow Lions. Let's get ready to get this game underway. Again, the stage is set and the kick is off. 80 minutes of girls soccer as we take a look at the defending Western Mass champions and the runner-up for the 2011 state finals, East Longmeadow. Early on in the game, look at that, the no-look pass to the right and then coming up through the middle and fighting through the defense. Ball cleared away, but not far enough as again, East Longmeadow continues with the attack. Nice kick right there off the right foot, and then a right foot chip shot, and less than 30 seconds into the game, we got our first goal on the board. 39 minutes, 28 seconds left in the first half, and that goal, the assist, will be credited to Alyssa Highland, and the goal will go to number 12, Danielle White. 1-0. East Longmeadow. Ludlow moving from left to right on your screen. They'll set it up and try it again and quickly losing possession. The throw-in now. Michaela Highland. Controlled. Still on the line. Ball is live. You know, I'm concerned about those benches on the far side. They could definitely stand to back those off a little bit.
East Longmeadow goal scored by number 12, Danny White, with an assist by number 19, Alyssa Highland.
Thus confirming what it is that I saw and have shared with you. Although I appreciate the PA announcer's support because early on in this game, the sun shining bright and some of the numbers a little tough to make out. And then, of course, the shady spot, the shadow of the press box, and our camera operator high up in the crow's nest looking down on the field. Not to get technical on you, but as the day goes on, I'm sure that the change between sunlight and then darkness, I'm willing to bet at some point we may transition into the lights. It's just going to play interesting tricks with the visuals, but I promise you it will not take away from the excitement of the game and what we've seen so far. Game 1 in East Longmeadow's win over Cathedral, and now Game 2, the Ludlow Lady Lions, one of the tougher teams in Western Massachusetts. So I think you'll see a little bit more of a contest than we did out of Game 1 against Cathedral, with the Lady Lancers taking that contest 4-1. To think these teams not even in warm-up mode, East Longmeadow going out and striking early. You never want to be a team against East Longmeadow who's having to play on their heels. A clear, bright, sunny day. Temperatures at the start of this game in the mid-70s and windy. Unless we see some significant cloud cover, these breezes will likely keep up until the sun sets a bit. Ludlow's passes not as precise as what we see out of the Lady Spartans. The formation for East Longmeadow really sets them up for an advantage defensively. You see the numbers now, 6-2, maybe 6-3. And maybe I can understand when you're playing against the Lady Spartans why you in fact want to have strength in numbers defensively, and it kind of shows here. But still, East Longmeadow, out of their formation, very quick to hustle back. I've made the comment before that I'd be curious to know how many of these girls represent the track and field franchise for East Longmeadow, because they are fast. Free kick. And no reason for East Longmeadow to trace that one down. Throwing up the line, headed back out, but they continue to inch their way back into Ludlow territory. Changing the field. No, staying right up the middle. Again, you're hearing the winds. I apologize as you watch the camera wobble just a little bit. Again, if you look at the length of the shadow on the field, the press box here at East Longmeadow, the upper position where the coaches during football season overview and communicate via the two-way. So from where our camera position is right now, probably 50 feet up off the ground. No windows on the upper press box. So aside from the back wall, three sides are open from where our camera position is shooting, and surely feeling the breeze. Cleared out across midfield, almost. Little header competition, won by the Lady Spartans. Throwing it midfield, East Longmeadow. Again, down the line. And on the line there, just out of bounds, Michaela Highland, the throw-in. Pushing it up, touching it down, through triple defenders, past one, past two, almost gets by the fourth one. Yeah, benches on the far side, definitely too close to the yellow line. Games I've seen early on this season with East Longmeadow, they're very good on being outside of the yellow to keep the ball in. Although it looks like a couple of those benches have been pulled back a little bit since the start of the game. Throw in for East Longmeadow. Nice trap by Ludlow to the center of the field. Changing fields now, up the middle, through the hash. Alyssa Highland with the right foot, followed by the pirouette. Losing her balance, but a good effort. Again, you may notice the consequence of the winds out here. The corner flags have been toppled over. .50 yards from the goal line, now the throw-in. Yellow markings on the field turf here at East Longmeadow representing the boundaries for soccer. This particular field, if you look at the lines from goal to goal, 120 yards. I have seen, however, some locations where the distance is more of 110 yards because the soccer goals are set up 5 yards off of what would be the back of the end zone for a football game. But here at East Longmeadow, they play the 100-yard field and each 10-yard end zone, thus 120 yards. Good opportunity once again to endorse and give our thanks to the East Longmeadow Cable Access Television Network, Don Mackey and the crew, allowing these broadcasts to get down the line to you. Beautiful fall day here at East Longmeadow. And again, the one-touch specialty of the Lady Spartans. Good header into a nice screen. And a fight for the ball. One out momentarily by the Lady Lions. Deep into the East Longmeadow zone. And the defensive effort by the Lady Spartans. And one out. 5 against 2, 6 against 3. On your screen for East Longmeadow, Ashley Horrigan, the junior. Again, 1-0 early on in this game. East Longmeadow coming out and striking early, just 29 seconds into the contest, on the goal by Danielle White, assisted by Alyssa Highland. Ludlow back defensively with numbers. But then as they transcend down the field, all of those players not hustling back. Last touch by Ludlow. Michaela Highland. At some point in the future, I'm going to have to sit in on an East Longmeadow practice. I would love to know what it is that Coach Jenny Maurer does with these girls to just make them so precise, so crisp and clean in their execution. It's one thing to have talented players, but if the coach can't isolate those skills and bring that talent out, it's wasted. And there seems to be no wasted talent here with East Longmeadow. So far, dominating in the first half. We are 13 minutes in. Nice lead. Again, working against double defense, finding the wing, taken away, but still in East Longmeadow possession, and a throw-in. Wouldn't have called the touch on that. All right, let's see what's going on. Now, evidently I missed something in the mix for there to be a free kick for the Lady Lions. Nice solid throw, headed out, but again it allows East Longmeadow to inch their way down the field. I have to tell you, I love the vantage point up high. different venues allow different angles when covering these games, and honestly, when it comes to field events like this, the higher the better. You know, sometimes the lower your angle to the field, things that you miss as a spectator. But up here, you get the true details. The East Longmeadow player there showing her vertical leap, almost hopping on the shoulders of her opponent. Giving the Ludlow players some credit for maintaining control, a term more commonly used in basketball when a player gets airborne and then the defender sometimes will cut their legs out from under them. Not always intentionally, but sometimes avoidable. And the player will just, you know, try to pass it off like they didn't realize that, you know, there's the potential to upend a player, have them come down on their shoulder, on their neck, the wrong way on the top of their spine. Very, very dangerous. But again, credit where it's due. The Ludlow player conservatively actually supporting her opponent rather than making an example of her and driving her to the turf.
Give him a little closer look out there, ref.
As the season goes on, you observe the background here and all the green and the trees. The colors will start to change as the nighttime temperatures dip. Look forward to having Media One Television returning here later in the fall, if for no other reason than bringing you the excitement. But I kind of look forward to the colors changing. East Longmeadow winning out of the bunch, still fighting for possession. Ludlow unable to turn the corner as fast as they wanted to. Another East Longmeadow push until Ludlow was able to regain some control. East Longmeadow out to a 1-goal lead quickly, but not out of the woods. Ludlow is one of the stronger teams in Western Massachusetts. From the 40. A little bit of spin on that ball. Gotta love the ball girl. She goes to chase one ball and forgets to leave the other. 18 minutes now, approaching the 19th minute of the first 40. I do. I just love the youngsters who are around the field watching the game, helping out where they can. That's where it all begins, you know. Can't say enough about the East Longmeadow rec system. You wonder why they dominate so much on this level. And then you look at the ball girls out there doing their thing, and it kind of starts to explain itself. Aside from the LCAT broadcasts of the East Longmeadow sports, you can find Media One Television's coverage of these games online through Facebook. Media One Television on Facebook.com. We also drop links to YouTube. You can copy and paste those links anywhere you wish. Substitutions into the game. So 2 fresh legs. Sorry that it was out of our vantage point of the camera. Can't tell you who was subbed in. It was East Longmeadow substitutions for sure. Oh, great control there. Good footwork displayed by the East Longmeadow Lady Spartan. Oh, great use of the body there as well to keep the defender off the ball. Good use of the back screen. Again, the white shirts, 5 on defense, 2 on offense. You're never going to score against East Longmeadow like that. 6 against 4 now. 7 against 4 as I count. The game 1, where East Longmeadow played at Cathedral, the lone goal for Cathedral came on a strike from maybe 40 yards out. And against the defense, the way East Longmeadow sets up, you're more apt to get the long ball than you are to get a shot from inside the box. By the time you get inside the box, the East Longmeadow defense is just swarming like bees swatted from a hive. Although these are the Spartans, not the Hornets, right? I don't have any good Spartan analogies. In fact, if I was to make Spartan analogies, it would be based on what I observed from these Lady Spartans right here. Their tenacity, their vigor, their persistence, and consistency to the game. Again, one-touch ball. And even putting pressure on. When the ball has gone past 50-50 ball, East Longmeadow will still aggress you if for no other reason than to give you that little bit of distraction as you try to pass the ball out. They always keep you on your toes and make you think twice. And that's important in this game. Always put on the pressure. Always give your opponent something else to think about, some added distraction. Substitutions laying in wait. Number 5 for East Longmeadow will come in at the next opportunity, Kylie Casey. And I believe I saw number 7 on the sideline for Ludlow. And that would be Elsie Roberts. Pardon me, Elise Roberts. Waiting on the sideline. Substitutions will come in now. Danny White again scoring the first goal just 28 seconds into the game off of the Alyssa Highland assist. She'll take a breather. We're in the 24th minute of the first half. And an East Longmeadow goal kick. That will be taken by the sweeper. Cleared out with the left foot. And she got good distance on that, considering she didn't get the biggest wind-up on it. Deflected. But a good wind-up. Keep your opponent honest. Driving the ball hard. Free kick from 35 yards out. 16 yards off the top of the box. Airs it. Whoa! Let's take a look at that one on replay, figure out whether or not it hit the bar or if the goalie was accomplished in punching it out. Nice shot from there. I think it actually hit the post on the left, and then the goalie pushed it out, and then the follow-up off the deflection. Unlucky. Great attempt, however, by the Lady Spartans. Media One Sports Television, our continuing coverage of high school athletics across Western Massachusetts, and one of our contracts for the 2012 fall season includes the East Longmeadow Lady Spartans. And for what we've seen so far in this early season for the runner-ups to the 2011 state championships, fantastic. They have definitely earned all of the respect that they are getting here in Western Mass. Good anticipation. Amazing, East Longmeadow, so sure of what they're doing, even when you notice that the sweeper will pass back to the goalie. And keep in mind that when the kick comes from your own team to your own keeper, she can't touch it with her hands. But because so frequently East Longmeadow has such strong defensive numbers, I think that they always know that there's someone that the netminder, i.e. Ann Stack, the senior, she knows there's someone she can feed the ball back to, so I don't think that there's any risk ever of a goal coming as a result of a defensive sweeper feeding the ball back to their own minder. Looking at the clock, 12:22. We are in the 28th minute of the first half. As the sun starts to set and the shadows get taller and taller. Goal kick for the Lady Spartans. I want to share this comment now. On occasion, in my mind, I find myself having to be very careful that I do not refer to the East Longmeadow Lady Spartans as the Lady Lancers. I myself, and careful now in the crowd, I am a product of the Longmeadow school system, so I know the Lancer history well. So sometimes, again, just the word Longmeadow instinctively makes me think Lancers. There's a possibility that at times it might kind of slip out and I may not even hear it. So if you hear it, please forgive me. Please. And then, of course, when you talk about those two towns, East Longmeadow and neighboring Longmeadow, classic rivalry there. Even back in my day, which I will not spell out with a specific date. Thank you very much. Nice strike there to get the ball back into the Spartan zone. And Ann Stack clears it out of bounds at what would be the 35-yard line. And again, please work with me on the numbers, realizing that this field is 120 yards long. If you see the spot on the 30, no, I will call it the 40. I'm measuring the distance to the end lines. A free kick from the 34. The wall being set up by East Longmeadow. And number 15 will take the kick. Alyssa Martins. And a nice catch and save by Ann Stack. 31 minutes in, 9 minutes until the break. 1-0 East Longmeadow since the 28th second mark into the game. East Longmeadow striking early. And a missed opportunity with the shot on goal in the 26th minute. Well defended off the post by the netminder. And then the rebound up and over the post and through the uprights of the field goal. Unlucky for the Lady Spartans. Number 6 for Ludlow. Giovanna Giacino. My apologies, the last name, Colasino. If you saw the size of the font provided to us in the press box by Ludlow, part of you might understand why I'm working through the names. It looks like a 6 font. Thank you, East Longmeadow, for providing me the 14 font bold. Makes life a little bit easier. Stack realizing early, nothing to defend. Will let the ball go out of bounds. We're in the 34th minute now. Have very much enjoyed the opportunity to cover East Longmeadow girls soccer through Media One Television. I've seen their history on the stat sheet, but have never watched them play in action. And this being the second game of the season, thoroughly enjoyed their first game at Cathedral, and am having as much, if not more, enjoyment out of watching this second game, the first home game of the season against Ludlow. And the setting sun continues to bring a different effect on the field of play. Number 16 clearing the ball out for East Longmeadow. Kristen Casey, the senior co-captain. One-touch ball, two-touch, very nice there on the backspin. Being able to turn herself around to get a second touch, and a nice pass, kneeing up. Good screen as well, passing out to her teammate, working for it, asking for it back. Unlucky as the defender comes through and splits the difference, but she hangs around, anticipating her part in the play. And that might be cleared out of bounds for a corner kick. Substitution into the game for East Longmeadow, number 9, Shannon Kennedy, the sophomore. And they're going to call that last touch by East Longmeadow, so it'll bring on the goal kick. Looking to see the goalkeeper. I'm going to assume they have 2 freshman goalkeepers on their roster, so that's interesting. No, let me check that one more time, please. The goalkeepers, I'm going to go with the senior. They have a senior and a freshman goalkeeper, so I think I'm comfortable in saying that that is Megan LaPointe, goaltending for the Lady Lions. Again, my great curiosity as to at what point in the season, maybe we'll see it more in the second half, that someone will come out and scout East Longmeadow to devise a different offense. Because defensively, from what I've seen early on, the advantage is always in favor of East Longmeadow based on the formation. Lady Spartans the throw-in. To the 40, trapped, deflected. Good job there from Michaela Highland to slide tackle and push the ball out to her opponent before the defense was able to converge. And again, another nice effort by East Longmeadow to keep control of the ball. Now, this is that point that I was talking to you about early on in the game, where as the sun sets, we'll see how the camera picks up and transitions from the light spots to the dark spots. I can see the camera operator has made a bit of an adjustment for the light. He is patched in, of course, so he can hear what I'm saying. And thank you for accommodating my wishes, or should I say compensating for my concerns. Free kick, midfield, headed back, diving header, back into the East Longmeadow zone, and here come the white shirts. The attack is on. That's an onside pass, and it will bring an East Longmeadow corner kick. Now you question whether the Ludlow Lady Lion had left foot capabilities,
10, 9,
because you would
8,
think that rather than giving up a goal kick,
5,
she could have swept with her
4,
left foot
3,
and cleared that
2,
off the far
1.
sideline. That's the end of the first 40 minutes of play, everybody. Let's go back to the first half and take a look at the first goal of the game. So as we watch it unfold, Ludlow holding off the push by East Longmeadow, but not clearing it out far enough. And then watch the move here by Alyssa Highland, the right foot across her body. Watch her spin off of it. The header, no good on the attempt by Ludlow, leaves Danielle White alone. And boom, she just chips it off the outside of her right foot and finds her way across the goalie into the far side of the goal. And that's the lone goal of the game early on. Alyssa Highland to Danny White, 1-0 for the Lady Spartans.